Welcome to QuickSurface 2026 tutorial. This is a hybrid modeling tutorial today, and we'll use automatic freeform and other tools in order to make a mold out of this design. So this mesh is being sculpted, so it's made in Zbrush, and some of the suppliers which you're gonna send the mold to or the files would need the file and step file. So some can work with mesh, but many would request a CAD model. So in order to do that, we can use the QuickSurface capabilities in order to reverse engineer this and create the mold in QuickSurface. So what I'm gonna do now, we're gonna go to Freeform AutoSurface, and we're gonna select here symmetry by ZY plane, and we're gonna select a quadrant. Let's keep it and a little bit higher feature detail, and then we can let's start at medium, the sub balanced, and then we see. So we're gonna create now the freeform, and we can check the deviation analysis, and we can set it here. Okay, 0.1, so we're pretty close, getting lots of features quite aligned, and then we can say okay. So now we have the freeform surface. Turn it off. We have the freeform surface, and what we can do now is modify this surface. In order to, what we need to do is we need to, in this project, we need to draft the surface up to the bottom plane. So we need to make an extrusion. So in order to do that, I'm gonna modify the freeform surface manually. Select the lower, or just we select the lower boundary, and then we're gonna make an extrapolation to the boundary. Actually, before that, let's make a plane. So we're gonna come here and construct a plane which is offset. Remove the lock, then you can move it up until it is where we would like it to be. Okay, so now I'm gonna modify this. I'm gonna select again the boundary. Then we're gonna extrapolate. So doing the extrapolation, we can also smooth out this area. Brush smooth, we can smooth out here a little bit. There, doesn't matter, we're gonna delete it and mirror later. Say okay, close, and then we're going to cut using, let's hide the mesh. We are going to cut using the plane. So I'm gonna cut here, and we'll just keep it open. Actually, before that, if we can duplicate this plane, so we have the plane again. Now we're gonna sketch on this plane, create, then we're going to project. So make sure the edge chain is selected, so we can select it all together. So now we have sketch, we can say extrude, and we're gonna say bottom plane up to, we'll extend it beyond, and then we're gonna trim it. And we have a draft, so let's say 2 degrees or 3 degrees, and let's make it 2. So it's drafted outside, that's what we want. And we're not gonna make it a solid. We'll trim it later to make a solid. Let's say okay. And then we're gonna, let's flip this. And then we are going to sorry, we need to join, we need to stitch. So let's stitch this two surfaces. Nope, it didn't work out. Like this one. Let's see what's happening here. Ah, there is a little bit of a difference. I think when I extruded, it was a little bit up, so let's edit this. And it should be at 0 depth. That's why. Now we can sew two surfaces, which is done. Then I'm going to create another plane, construct plane, which is on the top face, on the top plane. And we're going to extend it. Okay. And then we are going to trim. We are going to trim together. And we have a quick solid. So now it's done quick. So now we have the body, which is preformed. If you want to make sure that it's symmetric, we can also do again. We're gonna make a plane. We are going to cut the plane, make a cutting plane this side, and then we're gonna trim. We're gonna trim this. Now it's a solid body, and then we can again transform and mirror this. So we're gonna go to main, pattern, select the body, mirror. We have it. So now this is ready. So I want to make a, let's say, a silicone mold. And this silicone mold would be basically, the part will be ejected on this side. So we're going to sketch, make a 2D sketch on the top plane. And let's place a rectangle, which is symmetric, and we'll just roughly locate it here, and just locate it like that. All right, so we have this plane and this rectangle. We're gonna select all these. Let's select the curves. And then we're going to offset, flip. And we're going to offset 5 mm all around thickness and say okay. Now we are going to make a construction, and then we're going to extrude. We can eyeball it a little bit. So top plane number 30, yeah, that's correct. So we'll just make it 35, 35. And as a new solid. Now we can come and let's remove the grid, and we can cut. So we have cut. Now we ended with a mold, which is a parametric, or it's a step file or IGS. You can export it. So this is one way in order to create molds. You can also check in the analysis, the draft. So the draft direction XY, flip. Let's see, 2 degrees. It's there. Let's put it at 1. Anything else which is a little bit down, let's put it at 0. So nothing is 0 on the surface. So this is a quick tutorial on how to utilize a freeform surface, auto freeforming, and it can work in a lot of, especially with the sculpted projects. A very strong feature in QuickSurface, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any requests or suggestions, please feel free to send it to info@recreatereview.com. And if you'd like to get in touch, please feel free to do so. Thank you and have a good one.